Step into the dazzling world of Hollywood, where transformation isn't just a storyline, it's a way of life. Beyond the red carpets and flashing cameras lie compelling tales of courage, authenticity, and self-discovery. Today, we're spotlighting the inspiring journeys of transgender celebrities whose stories may surprise you. Drop a 1 in the comments if you're ready, and stay with us until the end. The final story is one you won't want to miss. Chaz Bono, a story of bravery and self-discovery. Born in 1969 to music icons Sonny and Cher, Chaz Bono's life was anything but typical. Growing up under the constant gaze of fame, he wrestled with an inner conflict that no spotlight could reveal. From an early age, Chaz felt a disconnect between who he was and who the world expected him to be. Despite wearing dresses and attempting to conform, it felt like trying to walk in shoes that simply didn't fit, awkward, uncomfortable, and never quite right. As the years passed, this inner struggle grew stronger, ultimately leading him to a life-altering realization and a path toward true self-acceptance. Chaz Bono always knew she wasn't the woman society expected her to be, but accepting that truth was anything but easy, especially with a world-famous mother like Cher. No pressure, right? For years, Chaz wrestled with self-doubt, caught between societal expectations and an inner voice that refused to be silenced. The battle was private, but the weight was heavy. Then, in the late 2000s, everything changed. Chaz made the courageous decision to live authentically, embracing his true identity as a transgender man. The transformation was far more than physical. It was an emotional odyssey that tested his strength and challenged the world's perceptions of who he was destined to be. At 40, Chaz took a monumental step toward self-acceptance by undergoing surgery and starting hormone therapy, finally feeling at home in his own body. But his journey didn't end there. It was just the beginning. Chaz broke barriers in Hollywood, becoming the first transgender man to play a male role in a feature film. His appearances in The Secret Life of the American Teenager and American Horror Story marked significant milestones for transgender representation in media. Meanwhile, Cher embarked on her own journey of acceptance. Though she admits to occasionally slipping up with pronouns, her love and pride for Chaz remain unwavering. In her eyes, his bravery in living his truth is something profoundly worth celebrating. Andrea Pajic, a story of bravery and self-transformation. Before becoming a groundbreaking force in the world of female modeling, Andrea was known as Andre Pajic, a male model who stunned fashion runways with a mesmerizing androgynous beauty. Her ability to seamlessly model both men's and women's clothing earned her widespread acclaim and set her apart as a fashion icon. Yet, behind the glitz and glamour, Andrea faced a deeper internal struggle. While the world celebrated her striking appearance, she grappled with the reality that the person she was portraying did not align with her true self. The disconnect between the public's perception and her inner truth became a driving force for change, a journey toward authenticity and self-acceptance. Growing up in Bosnia before moving to Australia, Andrea Pajic always felt like she didn't quite belong. While other kids played sports and followed conventional paths, she found joy in exploring her mother's closet and experimenting with makeup. These innocent moments of self-expression sparked a sense of confusion about her identity as societal expectations clashed with her inner truth. But in a world obsessed with labels, Andrea didn't fit into any one box. Ironically, it was this very uniqueness that catapulted her to fame in the fashion industry. Her androgynous beauty captivated top designers, landing her on the runways of the world's most prestigious fashion shows. Yet, despite the global acclaim, Andrea felt an unshakable void. Deep down, she knew she was meant to live as a woman. After years of reflection and self-discovery, she made the life-changing decision to transition in 2014, embracing her true identity and finally living in harmony with the person she had always known herself to be. Andrea's decision to transition wasn't just a deeply personal choice. It was a bold career move that could have jeopardized everything she had built. Would the fashion industry, known for its rigid beauty standards, accept a transgender model? The answer was a resounding yes. Instead of fading into obscurity, Andrea became a trailblazer, breaking down barriers with every step she took. She made history as the first transgender model to grace the cover of GQ Portugal, a monumental moment for both her career and the broader fight for representation. Her journey didn't stop there. With every runway she walked and campaign she fronted, Andrea shattered outdated notions of beauty, proving that authenticity is the most powerful statement of all. If she could speak to her younger self, she might say, "Stay strong. You're becoming the woman you were always meant to be, and the world will celebrate you for it." Caitlyn Jenner's journey from Bruce to Caitlyn is one of the most groundbreaking and widely discussed transformations in modern history. As Bruce, she rose to international fame as a world-class athlete, winning the decathlon gold medal at the 1976 Montreal Olympics and becoming a symbol of strength and perseverance. But beyond the medals and media attention, Bruce battled a private inner turmoil, struggling with a gender identity that didn't align with the image the world celebrated. From a young age, Bruce would secretly try on his mother's and sister's clothing, driven by a profound sense of curiosity and self-exploration. Despite decades of public success, this internal conflict persisted, eventually culminating in Caitlyn's brave decision to live authentically as her true self, a decision that would spark global conversations about gender identity and inspire millions around the world. To cope with the internal conflict, Bruce channeled his energy into athletics, ultimately claiming Olympic gold in 1976. Yet, even this monumental triumph couldn't bridge the gap between his public persona and his private reality. While the world saw an image of glory and contentment, his personal life told a different story. His second wife, Linda Thompson, made genuine efforts to support him through his gender identity struggles, but their conversations often ended in emotional distance and unanswered questions. When Bruce later married Kris Jenner, he disclosed his past hormone use, hoping for a fresh start. However, the depth of his internal battle remained misunderstood. Kris later admitted she hadn't fully grasped the magnitude of Bruce's identity crisis at the time, sparking ongoing debates about awareness and acceptance in relationships involving gender identity. Bruce and Kris Jenner built one of the world's most famous families, with Bruce becoming a beloved father figure on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. But at age 65, a stage in life where many are looking to slow down rather than start anew, Bruce made the life-changing decision to transition into Caitlyn. The announcement sent shockwaves through the Kardashian-Jenner family and captivated the world. While the initial reaction from her loved ones was one of surprise, Caitlyn was met with unwavering support from her family, demonstrating that even the most profound transformations can be met with love and acceptance. Her journey became a beacon of hope and courage, inspiring millions to live their truth and embrace their authentic selves, no matter the obstacles. The 2015 Vanity Fair cover, with the powerful headline "Call Me Caitlyn," marked a defining moment in Caitlyn's journey and catapulted transgender rights and visibility into the global spotlight in a way never seen before. It became a symbol of courage, sparking conversations and raising awareness about the transgender community on an unprecedented scale. Marilyn Monroe, famed for her captivating charm and beauty, was rumored to have shared an intense connection with women in Hollywood, alongside her well-known relationships with men. Among the actresses said to have been involved with Monroe were icons like Joan Crawford, Barbara Stanwyck, Judy Garland, and the legendary Marlene Dietrich. According to tapes with her psychiatrist, Dr. Ralph Greenson, Monroe revealed the details of a passionate encounter with Crawford, describing the experience as overwhelming and emotionally charged, even recalling how it led to an intense physical reaction. Despite the deep connection, their affair was short-lived, with Monroe eventually distancing herself, feeling that Crawford's demands and occasional bitterness were too much to endure. Monroe's bisexuality was an open secret within her inner circle, though she never openly discussed it. Director Gene Negulesco, who worked with her on How to Marry a Millionaire, later recalled that Monroe had confided in him, revealing that she had never experienced an orgasm with a man, despite her many high-profile relationships. Her private life painted a picture of a much more complex and layered individual than the glamorous, larger-than-life persona the public adored. Monroe's true self was marked by vulnerability, emotional depth, and desires that extended beyond the confines of her Hollywood image, offering a glimpse into the complexities of her identity. Cary Grant, born Archibald Alexander Leach, was not only the iconic, smooth-talking leading man adored by audiences, but also had a deep, unconventional relationship with fellow actor Randolph Scott. Their connection began in 1932 during the filming of Hot Saturday, quickly blossoming into a strong and inseparable bond. The two actors shared a home, famously dubbed Bachelor Hall, which even made its way into the pages of Architectural Digest. However, their relationship was far more than just cohabitation. It was a profound, lasting partnership that quietly defied societal norms, reshaping traditional ideas of love and companionship in an era that demanded discretion. Despite the rumors and the pressures of Hollywood's rigid societal expectations, the relationship between Cary Grant and Randolph Scott was marked by a profound and lasting connection that endured for years, even as both men entered into marriages. Intimate moments, like holding hands late into the night at the Polo Lounge, witnessed only by attentive waitstaff, served as quiet affirmations of their unspoken bond. While their relationship remained a closely guarded secret, those who were closest to them understood that it was far more than friendship. Their love story, one of the most poignant and enduring in Hollywood's history, quietly challenged and defied the social conventions of their time. Their remarkable bond lasted until the end of both their lives. Randolph Scott passed away just months after Cary Grant, underscoring the depth of their connection and the lasting affection they shared. Their relationship remains one of Hollywood's most poignant and enduring stories, a testament to love's ability to endure despite societal pressures and expectations. It serves as a reminder that true companionship can flourish beyond the public eye, transcending time and circumstance, and enduring even in the quietest corners of life. Jazz Jennings has become a powerful symbol in the conversation about the transgender experience, particularly the struggles of growing up as a transgender child. At just 6 years old, she captured national attention during an interview with Barbara Walters, where she confidently declared that, despite being assigned male at birth, she was unequivocally a girl. Even as a young child, Jazz had a strong sense of identity. She loved playing dress-up in her sister's clothes and would proudly strut around in high heels. Whenever her parents mistakenly referred to her as a boy, she would correct them, firmly asserting her true self as a girl. At one point, Jazz dreamed of a magical fairy coming to transform her into a girl, a reflection of how deeply she yearned for her body to align with her true identity. Fortunately, Jazz's family recognized her gender identity early on and offered her unwavering support. Their love and acceptance created a solid foundation for Jazz to embrace who she was from a young age, empowering her to become a passionate advocate for the transgender community. Her journey has inspired countless individuals, particularly transgender youth, highlighting the profound importance of acceptance, compassion, and the strength found in living one's authentic truth. As Jazz matured, she chose to share her journey with the world through the TLC show I Am Jazz, offering an authentic and heartfelt portrayal of her life as a transgender teenager. The series captured the emotional complexities of her experiences, highlighting both the struggles and triumphs of living authentically. Jazz's courage and transparency have cemented her as a powerful advocate for transgender rights, earning her a spot on Time magazine's list of the 25 most influential teens in 2014. What truly sets Jazz apart is her unshakable confidence. When asked how she handles criticism, she wisely stated, "The only opinion that truly matters is my own because I define who I am, not anyone else." Her story continues to inspire, exemplifying the transformative strength that comes from embracing one's true self. Carmen Carrera first rose to fame during Season 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race, where her striking beauty and captivating performances left a lasting impression on viewers. However, after the show, Carmen made the deeply personal decision to transition from male to female. Navigating this transition in the public spotlight was not without its challenges. Many who knew her as a drag queen struggled to accept her new identity as a woman, often holding on to the persona they had come to admire. Despite these hurdles, Carmen remained steadfast in her commitment to living authentically. She courageously used her platform to share her transition journey, offering valuable insight into the transgender experience and emerging as a powerful advocate for trans rights, visibility, and acceptance. Carmen's decision to transition marked not only a significant shift in her personal journey, but also sparked essential conversations within the LGBTQ+ community about language, respect, and inclusion. A pivotal moment came when she publicly criticized a controversial game on RuPaul's Drag Race called Female or She-Male. Carmen expressed how deeply offensive and harmful the term was, particularly to transgender individuals who already face so many challenges. While her critique sparked mixed reactions, with some accusing her of ingratitude, Carmen remained steadfast in her beliefs. She continued to advocate for a more respectful and inclusive approach to discussing transgender issues. Through her courage and advocacy, Carmen emerged as a powerful voice for positive change, pushing for understanding and acceptance within the LGBTQ+ community and beyond. Today, Carmen Carrera is not only a renowned model, gracing fashion runways worldwide, but also a passionate advocate for transgender rights. While her journey has not been without its challenges, Carmen remains committed to fostering dialogue and understanding. Despite the controversies that arose, she has made it clear that she holds no ill will toward RuPaul. In fact, Carmen has shared that if they were to cross paths again, she would greet him with a warm hug, showcasing her dedication to peace and reconciliation, even in the face of past differences. Her ability to rise above conflict while continuing her advocacy reflects her strength and unwavering commitment to both her personal growth and the larger cause of transgender visibility and acceptance. In 2014, Gina Rosero made a life-changing decision to publicly come out as transgender during a powerful TED Talk. Before this defining moment, Gina had built a successful career in the fashion industry, with few knowing that she had been assigned male at birth. Her revelation wasn't just about sharing her identity, it marked a brave step that reshaped her life and career. For Gina, this was not a fresh start, but a natural continuation of the journey that began when, at just 5 years old, she told her mother she was a girl. The love and support of her family played a pivotal role in her ability to embrace her true self with pride and confidence. At 19, Gina underwent gender reassignment surgery, allowing her appearance to finally match her true identity. However, she kept this part of her journey private, even from those within the fashion industry. Gina feared that revealing her past might somehow lessen her identity as a woman. But over time, her commitment to living authentically and advocating for the transgender community grew stronger. When she made the courageous decision to share her story during her TED Talk, it was a deeply emotional moment, not just for her, but for countless transgender individuals around the world. Gina's bravery became a powerful symbol of the importance of acceptance, self-truth, and the empowerment that comes with embracing who you truly are. When Gina revealed her transgender identity, even her agents, who had been unaware of her past, embraced her with full support, emphasizing that her talent and beauty were what truly defined her. This pivotal moment of honesty gave Gina the strength to proudly embrace her identity as a transgender model. She began to use her platform to advocate for greater inclusivity and representation of transgender individuals within the fashion industry. Today, Gina is a passionate advocate for transgender rights, inspiring others to live authentically and unapologetically, embracing their true selves without fear. Amazon Eve, born William and now known as Erica Irvin, has made an indelible mark as a pioneering supermodel. Towering at an extraordinary 6 feet 8 inches, 2.03 meters, she defies conventional beauty standards, becoming the tallest female model in the world. Erica's journey took a transformative turn when she courageously decided to publicly share her story as a transgender woman. Seeking guidance from her close friend, Swedish actor Bill Skarsgård, she was encouraged to tell her story in Sweden, a country renowned for its progressive stance on gender and identity. This powerful revelation marked a new chapter in Erica's life, one that resonated deeply with many. Erica's modeling career was just the beginning of her multifaceted journey. She expanded into acting, earning widespread recognition for her role as Amazon Eve in American Horror Story Freak Show. Interestingly, the character was initially written for a man playing a woman, so Erica auditioned using her male identity. It wasn't until she landed the role that she revealed her transgender identity. On screen, her towering presence, juxtaposed with the world's smallest woman, standing at just 21 inches, 0.53 meters, created a powerful visual that showcased the strength of diversity. While Erica once felt self-conscious about her height due to constant jokes about, "How's the weather up there?" she has since embraced her stature, proudly celebrating it as a distinctive and empowering feature of who she is. Erica's journey was filled with challenges, especially when she decided to transition. Her family struggled to accept her decision, leading to a period of painful estrangement. Despite the emotional toll, Erica refused to let this hardship define her. Instead, she focused on building a life that reflected her true identity, channeling her energy into her career and embracing who she was with unshakable strength and resilience. Her story became a powerful testament to the importance of self-acceptance, showing that living authentically, even in the face of adversity, is the ultimate path to empowerment. Chanel West Coast has become the focal point of one of the internet's most curious and entertaining rumors. Some have speculated that Lee Norris, the charmingly nerdy Stuart Minkus from Boy Meets World, transitioned and became Chanel. For those who need a reminder, Minkus was the lovable, brainy blonde with distinctive glasses. Given their uncanny resemblance, the rumor spread quickly, leaving many to wonder, could there be some truth to this bizarre claim? To clear up the confusion, Lee Norris and Chanel West Coast are two separate individuals, each carving out their own unique paths in the entertainment world. Lee Norris has continued to thrive in his acting career, appearing in notable roles in The Walking Dead, Girl Meets World, and Gone Girl. While his career is flourishing, the amusing rumor about his supposed transformation into Chanel West Coast has taken on a life of its own, with people humorously speculating if he disappeared after the alleged transition. Chanel West Coast responded to the rumor with a maturity and grace that demonstrated her awareness of the sensitivities surrounding the transgender experience. While she's known for her lighthearted humor, she used the opportunity to remind people about the importance of respecting boundaries, especially when it comes to sensitive topics like transitioning. By addressing the situation thoughtfully, Chanel turned it into a platform to promote awareness and respect for personal journeys. In a time when misinformation can spread quickly, her composed and empathetic response underscores the value of kindness and understanding when dealing with complex matters. Chanel West Coast has refused to let this rumor overshadow her achievements, continuing to flourish in the entertainment industry. She remains a dynamic force, proving that she's much more than a mere celebrity look-alike. Her growing success across music, television, and other ventures speaks volumes as she consistently carves out her own unique space and paves her path in the world of entertainment. Laverne Cox's rise to stardom is a remarkable tale of perseverance and self-empowerment. Growing up in Alabama, she navigated the challenges of racism and homophobia, which only strengthened her commitment to embracing her authentic self. In her early years, Laverne struggled with self-acceptance, fearing rejection from those around her. Despite these obstacles, she remained steadfast in pursuing her dreams. Her groundbreaking role in Orange is the New Black and her journey as a transgender woman culminated in her historic achievement as the first openly transgender woman nominated for a Primetime Emmy Award, a milestone that forever reshaped the landscape of television. For Laverne Cox, dance was more than just a hobby. It was a powerful outlet for personal expression and a way to connect with her true self. In the face of societal judgment and bullying, she found solace in movement, where she experienced a sense of freedom and release. As she grew older, her yearning to live authentically only deepened, fueling her decision to pursue acting. This new path not only gave her a platform to showcase her talent, but also empowered her to amplify the voices of those often overlooked and marginalized in society. Laverne's journey to self-acceptance was a long and arduous one, shaped by deep struggles and periods of doubt. Raised in a religious environment that rejected her identity, she faced emotional scars that stayed with her for years. A defining moment came in 6th grade, when the overwhelming weight of her inner conflict led her to a near-fatal attempt to escape the pain. Yet rather than breaking her, this hardship became the catalyst for her resolve to live authentically. Moving to New York, Laverne found the freedom and community she had been searching for, embracing her true self with newfound confidence. This marked the beginning of a life lived with purpose, strength, and the courage to be unapologetically herself. Laverne's role in Orange is the New Black wasn't just a professional achievement. It was a transformative moment that shifted the portrayal of transgender individuals in mainstream media. Drawing from her own experiences, she brought unparalleled authenticity to her portrayal of Sophia Bursette, earning critical acclaim for her performance. Her character sparked vital conversations on transgender visibility, rights, and the complexities of identity, pushing the narrative in a more inclusive direction. With the platform her success created, Laverne became an unwavering advocate for the transgender community, passionately promoting acceptance, equality, and empathy. Today, she stands as a beacon of strength, resilience, and empowerment, inspiring countless others to embrace their truth and advocate for a more inclusive world. Fallon Fox's journey is a powerful story of resilience and courage. Growing up in Toledo, Ohio, she felt a deep sense of disconnection from the boys around her, finding more comfort in the company of girls. However, navigating a world steeped in rigid gender expectations made it difficult for her to fully embrace who she was. When Fallon came out as transgender, she faced intense rejection from her family. Her mother couldn't accept her transition, and her father attempted to correct her, even subjecting her to conversion therapy. Despite these painful obstacles, Fallon remained steadfast in her truth. She went on to become a groundbreaking figure in MMA, challenging stereotypes and championing the rights of transgender athletes. Fallon's journey not only reshaped the landscape of sports, but also paved the way for greater inclusivity and equality. Despite facing rejection from her family, Fallon Fox remained unwavering in her commitment to live as her authentic self. Transitioning without their support, she faced significant physical and emotional hurdles, yet her resolve to embrace her identity never faltered. Fallon made history as the first openly transgender athlete in MMA, breaking down barriers in a sport renowned for its intensity and toughness. Her bold choice to compete in mixed martial arts as a transgender woman was groundbreaking, though it sparked considerable controversy. Critics claimed that her male biology provided an unfair advantage, igniting intense debates about fairness, equality, and inclusion in sports. Nonetheless, Fallon's courage in the face of these challenges opened doors for greater dialogue and paved the way for future transgender athletes. Coming out as transgender had a profound impact on how people perceived Fallon in the sports world. Prior to revealing her identity, She was simply another female fighter. But once she made it public, some questioned her place in the sport. Confronting hatred and prejudice, Fallon stood her ground, fighting not only in the cage, but also against the discrimination she faced. She remains resolute in her mission to show that transgender athletes deserve the same respect and opportunities as anyone else, refusing to let bias stand in the way of her pursuit of excellence and her dreams. James Dean, the legendary actor who became synonymous with youthful rebellion and defiance, captured the hearts of millions with his portrayal of misunderstood outsiders. While his public image projected an air of rugged masculinity, his private life was far more complex and multifaceted, reflecting the same nonconformity and depth that defined his on-screen characters. Many biographers and close friends have hinted at Dean's bisexuality, adding another layer to the enigmatic persona he cultivated both in his personal life and career. This nuance in his identity offers a richer understanding of the man behind the iconic roles, revealing a complexity that transcended the traditional boundaries of Hollywood stardom. James Dean's widely known relationship with actress Pier Angeli was only one aspect of his complicated personal life. Behind the scenes, his connections with men, such as rumored romances with actor Sal Mineo and producer Rogers Brackett, remained largely concealed. Close friend John Gilmore alluded to intimate encounters between them, hinting at a side of Dean's life that was rarely discussed. Years later, actress Elizabeth Taylor offered a subtle acknowledgement of Dean's sexuality at a GLAAD Awards ceremony, mentioning him alongside other Hollywood icons like Rock Hudson and Montgomery Clift. This remark brought attention to the hidden layers of Dean's identity, further revealing the complexities of his life both on and off the screen. When asked about his sexuality, James Dean famously responded, "No, I am not a homosexual, but I'm also not going to go through life with one hand tied behind my back." This statement encapsulated his resistance to conforming to societal labels and expectations, reflecting his desire to live freely and authentically. Dean's words highlighted his determination to navigate life on his own terms, embracing his complex identity without being confined by the rigid norms of his time, both personally and professionally. Barbara defied conventional norms in both her personal and professional life. Her portrayal of a lesbian character in the 1962 film Walk on the Wild Side was groundbreaking for its time, and many believe that her real-life personality, strong, assertive, and charismatic, resonated deeply with the LGBTQ+ community. Stanwyck's ties to the community extended beyond her film roles. She taught dance at a gay and lesbian speakeasy run by the legendary Texas Guinan, further solidifying her connection. Speculation about her personal life intensified when the iconic lesbian singer Tallulah Bankhead openly claimed to have had a romantic relationship with Stanwyck, fueling further intrigue about her sexuality. Barbara Stanwyck's personal life was as enigmatic as the characters she portrayed, with rumors swirling about her long-term relationship with her agent, Helen Ferguson, which reportedly lasted for up to 30 years. Despite being married twice, many speculate that these marriages were lavender marriages, meant to shield her true sexual identity from the public eye. Biographer Axel Madsen famously noted, "People would swear she was Hollywood's biggest closeted lesbian." Stanwyck's life, both in and out of the spotlight, continues to spark discussions about the complexities of love and identity during Hollywood's golden age. a time when the pressures of societal expectations often forced individuals to conceal their most authentic selves. Anthony Perkins, best known for his chilling portrayal of Norman Bates in Psycho, led a life as complex and mysterious as the characters he portrayed. While his acting talent earned him critical acclaim, including an Oscar nomination for Friendly Persuasion, his personal life remained deeply private. Perkins was known to have had several same-sex relationships, including rumored affairs with Hollywood icons like Rock Hudson and Tab Hunter, as well as ballet legend Rudolf Nureyev. These relationships were kept under wraps, adding a layer of intrigue to the life of one of cinema's most iconic figures. Despite his well-known relationships with men, Anthony Perkins shocked many when he married photographer Berinthia Barry Berenson, who was 3 months pregnant at the time. His marriage took many by surprise, even to his close friends like actress Venetia Stevenson, who remarked, "I was so shocked when I heard Tony got married. I thought, no way, Tony is so gay." Despite the shock, Perkins and Berenson had 2 children and remained married until his death. Perkins passed away in 1992 from complications related to HIV, leaving behind a legacy that was as complex as his personal life. He was remembered not only for his iconic role as Norman Bates, but also for his quiet navigation of identity and love in an era that demanded secrecy and conformity. Thank you for watching my video. There's still so much more fascinating content coming in future videos, so stay tuned. Thank you and goodbye.